His willingness for another challenge.
Bat comes through here. He's dead. Man, with all the construction work, no economic downturn here. Pretty ugly, though. Way they're building all that new stuff right on top of the old. Salvage team found the wreckage. No sign of the night. Oh man, it's him! Don't worry, he ain't catching us!
It's over, Firefly.
Never. Gotham burns. Then you burn with it. You're all mine. You burn alive. Feel the pain. This will not be like last time.
A GCPD helicopter reported a burning bat symbol on a rooftop in Otisburg. I believe Azrael is displaying his willingness for another challenge.
What is all this stuff? Pollen? Bastards! Knight and Scarecrow! Both of them! 2 minutes warning? 2 minutes? We could have lost half our men! You think it's safe being out here again? I thought the crap with that swamp creature in Louisiana was bad, but this... This is just the beginning. We succeed here in Gotham, we can take the whole country. The night taught us everything we need to know about Batman. We can still take it.
woman is this close to freedom, yet you cannot help. Because for once you lack the tools as well as the intelligence. You're missing a gadget, Bat. Find it!
This sure beats working for the rebels in Santa Prisca. They're always hiring guns out there, but you don't want to end up in that prison. You seen Batman's tank? Man.
I am ready for another challenge.
I'll turn your bones. Gonna be nothing left to finish with you. Avoid their strikes to show me you are worthy. Focus. This thing's going. Batter up. This. You have shown great skill. I'll return when you're ready for the next challenge.
No matter how difficult the test, I will prevail.
Another competent display, sir. He was clearly studying your techniques closely during his time in Arkham City. Initial tests show he is employing an almost identical fighting style to your own.
It takes more than that to defend this city, Alfred.
Agreed. I'll collect the data from this encounter and compile it with the first. Let me know if you need anything else, sir.
I'm not disappointed. At least now. We get a chance to take...
I'm going to investigate the body I found overlooking Divinity Churchyard. There's a killer at large. He must be stopped.
Lights off comms. No one's heard anything. I hope I see that two-faced guy up close. Think you let me take a picture?
Alfred, I found a fifth victim.
I feared you would, sir.
This wound is relatively fresh, inflicted while the victim was still alive. Abrasion to the epidermal layers confirms the somewhat crude removal of a tattoo. The position of this scar indicates the victim underwent surgery to remove one of their kidneys. A plate made of tantalum, used here for a cranial fracture, most probably the result of a boxing accident. The victim's calloused knuckles would only be acquired by a professional fighter. Alfred, the victim's name is Ella Montgomery.
It appears the kidney was donated to a twin sister who unfortunately died. This seems to have been the catalyst for her boxing pursuits, and hence the cranial injury. She went missing in Huntsville, Alabama.
Do the details of the disappearance match with the others?
They do indeed, sir. Also, your request to cross-reference the parks and playing fields has proved fruitful. I've come across some leasing documentation that appears to have been falsified. Someone is attempting to cover their tracks.
Find out anything you can, Alfred. We couldn't have done anything to prevent these deaths, but we can still save others. I'm heading to Bristol to disarm one of the explosives. The militia's determined not to lose any more.
All the more reason to take them, sir.
I'm heading to GCPD to investigate the transmission sent on a SWAT channel from within the city.
Fingers crossed, sir, it sheds some light on Scarecrow's whereabouts.
This place is gonna help wildlife in a nature reserve. And we'll be the endangered species.
Here he is.
Good job, Batman.
Yeah, nice work. City of Fear,
Thanks, Batman. I didn't think we were gonna make it back there.
Let me tell you a secret. You haven't seen the last of him. He's gonna find you, and when he does, he's gonna rip out your heart.
Day 25, October 30th. Got my hands on this forensic report. Human sacrifice. It's real. They're really happening. The deceased M. Holland, located in the abandoned premises, front-facing room to Hammond Close.
Tell me what you're doing.
Sounds bad out there, Batman. Rather you than me.
Agreed.
I'm guessing you've encountered a few religious cults in your time. What's your take on them?
They prey on the weak and the vulnerable.
Sounds like my ex-wife's lawyer.
Whatever you're up to, stop.
Trust me, I'm hands off on this one. Cross my heart.
Tape 25, October 30th. Got my hands on this forensic report. Human sacrifice. It's real. They're really happening. The deceased M. Holland.
Gotham ain't going down yet, Batman. Thanks to you.
That's the last time I work with you, Dick.
You said the plan was foolproof, Oswald.
Tell me about this broadcast.
Wish I could, sir, but it's on a SWAT channel. Encrypted. Those boys really don't like anyone listening in.
I'm in.
Are you reading me? It's Jim. I need you to send through some blueprints. I found Crane, and that bastard's going to die for what he did to my little girl.
Was that the commissioner? What's he doing?
Getting himself killed. But I've got the ID number of the radio he's using, and that means I can track him. I've decoded a radio transmission. It's Gordon.
He's alive!
I need you to isolate the radio's frequency and pinpoint its location.
Of course, sir. The transmission appears to have originated from an abandoned shopping mall. The building has been without power for some time, sir. You may well encounter some obstacles.
The remote electrical charge prototype is being held in the GCPD evidence room. That should help.
Very well, sir. I'm sure Officer Cash will understand.
I'm sorry, Kirk, but this is the right place for you.
I only wanted to help people, and I've killed the one thing I ever loved.
It wasn't you that did those things. I believe you never meant to harm anyone.
But I did. Nothing can change that. I'm a freak, a monster. They should leave me to rot in here.
It just occurred to me. Kirky baby didn't have a choice, but you actually choose to be a flying rodent. It's genius.
I heard those statues are pretty rare.
Well, they're easy to find. It's collecting them that's the problem.
One vial of unknown chemical substance and one vampire bat. One rocket launcher, acid damage coin, and twins. One modified flare gun. One top hat and umbrella with, yep, a hidden bleed inside. Owned by Oswald Cobblepot, a.k.a. the Pink. Gotham changes. New freaks come and go. Well, this is some top-of-the-line gear. Used by the Arkham Knights militia. I don't know who's paying for this stuff, but they've got deep pockets. These boys are well equipped. One electric charge gun used by Batman, a.k.a. We don't like to ask. Batman dropped this here with the rest of the Arkham City evidence. Nice to have some of Batman's gear in the evidence room. I hope he doesn't ask for it back.
Okay, now I can go after Jim.
Very subtle. I know this is the evidence room, Bruce, but you could have tried to cover your tracks.
I ain't stopping him.
Don't look at me.
The fools in here actually think you're winning. Deluded, Batman. I must get it from you.
You'll find him. I know.
Good luck out there, Batman.
Now's my chance to free Selina from the orphanage. This sick game has gone on long enough.
Agreed, sir. Best of luck.
Send the National Guard in. We'll tear them apart.
I offered Ivy a deal, Batman. I offered her your defeat and Gotham purged of humanity. You offered her death instead.
out there watching us right now. Bring it on, I say.
It doesn't take much to tame a cat. Make them wear this, and then call the bat.
This is it. One last hoop to jump through. Then I'm free to rob Gotham blind. I mean, you know, make sure everyone got out. I'll check the art galleries first.
Meet the Riddle Square, a puzzle which draws influence from both late 20th century puzzle cubes and mid 15th century torture devices.
If anyone us to play a game of life-size chess, he could have left us more pieces.
I don't think that was the idea.
Oh, good. He doesn't want us to go in. Guess I'll be heading home then, Eddie?
There'll be a way in.
Riddle me this. How can you play my game when you've already been barred? Already
play my game.
Perhaps you're looking at this conundrum the wrong way. You can't go through it, children. And no, you cannot tunnel under it either.
We need to stop some of the cubes from moving when I fire the charge.
I'm guessing that'd be my job.
Can you find a way in?
Congratulations! Now let's cut to the best part.
Selina, watch out! Get ready!
Damn him. How is that a riddle, Eddie? Seriously.
You get used to it.
Ah! Beginner's luck. Let's intensify proceedings. You will not win this!
It's still not a riddle, Eddie.
You just haven't figured it out yet.
This is it. This is the end. The final riddle.
It's done. Keys by the entrance. Let's go.
Oh, you smooth talker, you. Give me a second to compose myself. Would you do the honors? You know what the worst thing about this was? It looked cheap. Well, handsome, what are we waiting for? So is it just Central Gotham that's evacuated? Or are the mansions empty too?
Scarecrow threatened the entire city, Selina.
And it's such a tragedy. You go save the day, and I'll make sure Bruce Wayne locked his doors.
Good luck with that.
Cheater! You fraud! You chancing, bumbling amateur! Look what you have produced me, Batman! If you cannot simply bow down when confronted with your obvious superior, then I will stoop to your pathetic pugilistic level and make you! I will to perfectly defend myself against your violent excess. So please understand, Dark Knight, that this is an intellectual victory above all. I diddle diddle!
Don't feel left out.
Which color do you prefer? Riddle me this. I will beat you! Enough! This is beneath me. You are beneath me. You want to finish this, detective? Then you must earn the privilege. Solve every last riddle in this city and I'll fight you, Batman, but not a moment before.
Or we could just leave you down there, Eddie. Come on, Batman. This cat wants to prowl. I've been cooped up all night, handsome. We're leaving. Why bother? Let's leave him and hit the town. Ah, fresh air, freedom, and darkness. Perfect. How shall we celebrate? I know a couple of poor, defenseless museums. But then again, I also know a couple of hotels.
Tonight's not over yet. There's more work to be done.
Of course there is. You do know how to kill the mood. Do you ever take the night off? Do you ever take the suit off?
Not on nights like this, Selina. It's what I do.
Fine. I guess I'll hit an art gallery or two, while the big bad bat's distracted.
You're not going to thank me?
Why? It's what you do.
I don't care if Scarecrow's freaking furious. I'm glad that stuff's done. vehicle. Assuming defensive position. Oh, Scarecrow's fuming, man. No more gas is one thing, but no more cloudbursts. He was gonna take this thing on too.
Gordon's signal is coming from behind that shutter. I need to find a way to reach him.
Back up! It's the bat! Drive! Drive! So many bodies. I can't tell if these people killed each other or themselves.
I can use the remote electrical charge to power up or disable generators.
Scarecrow's taking command. He's calling units back to base. Something's happened. Get in the elevator!
You know, when he comes for me, you're gonna need a lot more guys than this.
Get in there or you'll be needing a wheelchair too. Batman's on his way. Stay alert. Open the shutter! Now! The boss wants the door open.
Huh? I thought the bat took him out when he destroyed the...
Guess not. Let's get these shutters up. Door's open. Get ready. Don't make me pull the triggers here. It's his guard! Some risk me into the freaking freezer. Gas didn't get me, but I thought my fingers might.
Batman has arrived ahead of schedule. Lock down the elevators and find him. Do you still believe that you are Gotham's savior? Soon the world will see you for what you truly are. A fallacy, a figment of hope in a world of suffering and pain.
If it's any consolation, I'm sure Crane's put old Jimbo out of his misery by now. It's not like he's got anything left to be afraid of. Not since they sent his little girl on the stairs.
An electrical charge would overload the generator and power down that fan.
Oh, Batman, you've barely begun to solve my conundrums. In fact, Gotham remains riddled with them.
The generator is connected to a mainline power supply. The only way to shut it down is to overload it. Signal is coming from down there. I'll need to find a way to shut down those fans. Get close and apply the explosive directly to destroy that wall.
He said you'd be coming for the generator.
What will you give to save your friends, I wonder? Are you ready to reveal your secret? Are you ready for your legend to die?
You sure it's safe sitting on that in this water? There hasn't been any power running through this. Target's here! It's Batman!
No power. I need another way to move it. That's as far as the elevator will go. I need to find a way past the obstruction blocking the shaft. Using this while standing in the water would be a bad idea. That's as far as the elevator will go. Their leader is wearing an explosive vest. I need to neutralize him first.
You're the Batman. You put me in a room with him and I'll tear his head off. And that is why you will fail. He won't come at you straight on. He'll watch you. He'll study you from the shadows, and when you make a mistake, he'll be ready.
Whoa! These guys are packing more firepower than Penguin. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? So what do you think, ladies? My money's on the Batman. Though you could say I have a vested interest.
This wasn't in the briefing.
boys have really done their homework. Where do you think they're getting their intel? You think Barbara told them? Oh, they're sidekicks of yours. A teeny tiny bit of torture, and they're all, please make it stop. I'll tell all Batman's secrets.
Gordon's just beyond that wall. I'm going to need the Batmobile to destroy it and reach him. If I can lower the car on top of that drilling machine, I might be able to move it down to this level.